Today we're being joined by one of Fremantle's newest draftees, Indi Strom. Indi, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries, anytime, Indi. Now, obviously, everyone well knows and it's well documented that your sister Mim Strom's at the Dockers and then was drafted at pick 51 for yourself. It must be a dream come true, not only to play Aflw, but coincidentally be in the same side as your sister as well.
Yeah, it's pretty special. Like, let alone, I didn't even know that I was getting drafted, let alone going to Dockers with Mim. It's pretty incredible, yeah.
Sure. Now, I want to play the clip, the famous clip. Mim responded to it. So now I want to get your response to her response to the video and your own response to this. And here's this special moment.
Are you guys serious? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Indi! Indi! You just been drafted! Oh my god! It's been a dream. Ah! This is for you! Is it actually? We're in the right place? Oh! Oh my god! Oh. No! I didn't know! Are you guys serious? You're not messing with us? You're drafted! You are drafted! We're gonna be teammates! Mum's gonna cry her head off. Indi's got something to show you. This is mine. That's hers. No.
Are you joking?
No, not joking. Everyone's here.
Who presented it?
Me! I feel like I'm in a dream. Like, Mim walked in and I was like, this can't be happening. No, I had no idea. Mim didn't even know that I worked here. She walked up to my work not knowing it was me. She didn't even know where I worked. Whoa, I've never been here. Oh, Dazza! Look at this one.
Indi, obviously a special moment. How was that moment? And then we'll get to the work part as well soon. But yeah, how was that moment for you?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. It was just nice that we both kind of got to see each other's reactions for the first time. So yeah, it was pretty unexpected, but I couldn't have asked for a better way to find out.
Sure. Mim described it to me as one of the best days of her life. Is it fair to say that's the same for you?
Yeah, 100%.
Sure. And now the controversial topic, and poor Mim got slaughtered for it online about not knowing where you worked. But she cleared it up. Do you want to clear it up for other people that didn't hear it? That you actually bounce between workplaces. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. I have had a few jobs going on, so I kind of go here and there, and I just started at that job working for my brother like 2 weeks before that, and it was just going to be a short time thing. And I kind of don't really let people know what I'm doing in my job work, so she kind of had no clue. And yeah, it was just a temporary thing, so she had no idea, and it was out in. She doesn't even know where Zach works, so that's fair enough.
Okay. That's for sure. And did you? I'm not sure the timing, but was that? I'm assuming that's hours after you were officially drafted. So did you know yourself at that point? Then you heard it, and then it was a surprise, or?
No, it was pretty much when it happened. So I had the live stream up on my phone, and I was refreshing it because I was obviously hoping to see my friends go, like Molly and Zippy. I wanted to see where they and so I saw the first few, and then I kind of turned my phone off because you don't really want to get your hopes up. And then so had no idea, and then I think it pretty much got read out as they walked in the door. So Mim had no idea either.
For sure. Now you're no stranger, Indi, to being a part of the Fremantle setup as a train-on. How did that experience originally come about, and how was that experience leading you into this moment?
Yeah, it was pretty out of the blue, I thought, because it was my first year at back at Waffle last year for South Fremantle. I kind of went from not even knowing I was going to get a game in round 1 to playing most of the season, and then one day I just got a random call from Webby, and she said, "Can you fill in for our scratch match on the weekend?" And at that point I'd just gotten not picked for the state team the same weekend, so I was kind of a bit deflated. And then I'd got the call from Webby, and I was like, "Well, like no way." So I was pretty like stunned. And then I played that, and then they invited me and a few other girls from the Waffle to be trained on. So we did that once a week for their pre-season, and yeah, it was so good. Like I just took the opportunity to learn as much as I could and ask as many questions and try and get the most out of it as I could.
That's good. Did you feel like the transition from being a train on helped you position yourself to getting drafted? Like, do you think training at Fremantle enhanced your chances because you're in and there and they're seeing you very close one-on-one and everything like that?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big part of it. They got to see how I trained and how much I kind of wanted to be there as well. So they said that they were impressed with how I went, so they wanted to give me an opportunity to be on the list.
That's great. And then obviously playing at South Freo, as you said last year, and then how do you feel the transition went from playing Aflw? Obviously, that's a decent level as itself, but you've seen the step up already. What would you say is like some of the differences between the two in terms of like settling in and then like the intensity and everything like that?
I think obviously there's a lot of time that you have to put into Waffle, but when you're at AFLW level, like you're in there almost every day and you've got to do all the behind the scenes stuff. Like there's a lot of learning involved and a lot of like what's the word? Working on your craft and things like that
Yeah.
that go into it. And I guess on the training side, it's very much like go, go, go. Like it's very structured training and they try and get the most out of the session. So it was very fast paced, I would say,
Yeah.
that I wasn't really used to. That was a bit of a step up for me.
Sure.
And
What would you
yeah,
say at South Freo? Well, like what changed for you this year? You feel that got you into these calculations of now being drafted?
I think it was just me coming back and like my first year back at Waffle was kind of like, because I didn't play the year before, it was kind of like I was new to the scene and I'm obviously very tall, so that kind of put a lot of eyes on me as well. So I think just, yeah, being this new person on the scene.
For sure. Obviously, you play as a key defender. What would you say, Indy, would be some of your key strengths overall as a footballer?
I would say definitely marking is probably one of my strengths, and just being responsible for like shutting down one player. I think I do that quite well, yeah.
Did you ever have any indication in the lead up to the draft that Freo would select you, or were you just as shocked as some people in the moment when it happened? And yeah, and then it gets read out, and that's it. And then you're
No,
bombarded by your sister.
yeah, it was just a complete blindside because yeah, Freo hadn't contacted me at all. They kind of our last day at training, they were just like, "Thanks guys, goodbye," and I didn't hear from them
Okay.
again. And yeah, no other clubs reached out to me, so I didn't want to get my hopes up. But on the morning of the draft, actually, Mum had messaged me and she goes, "Happy draft day, like good luck today." And I had one of the other girls who play at Freo message me as well and say good luck for the draft today. And I was kind of like, oh, that kind of took me by surprise because I didn't think in a position to get drafted, but it's nice to know that other people think that I can, so it kind of gave me a bit of hope.
For sure. Do you reckon also in that moment when you get told that, did it feel like did you feel like there's something maybe going on where at that point you might have thought that Mim and Co might have known already and they just didn't want to tell you and they get like giving you little teasers along the way, or did you just think it was just a general good luck?
Yeah, obviously that was in the back of my mind a little bit. You have that hope there, but just try to like push it away because yeah, I would have been happy either way, I guess. And if I was still at this year, I would have taken the stuff that I'd learned and try and get better and better.
For sure. Now, obviously, as you said about playing as a key defender and then being a train on as well. Obviously, you've gotten to know the players pretty well as a train on, so it's not probably fully new to you as some other or all the other draftees, for example. You feel like that's helped you settle in officially, Indy, that you've basically been there a whole year already.
Yeah, 100%. Like I already know a lot of the staff and I feel very comfortable like walking around the facilities, I already kind of know my way. So, and all the girls there who I met last year are so amazing, and they've just welcomed me in straight away. So it's definitely an advantage that I've had, but it's good that I can show some of the other girls as well around. So yeah, I feel like I've slotted in nicely.
That's great. And then obviously the side made finals last year, and obviously, and you've been in the side as well, or in and around, sorry, the team already last year. And obviously your sister being there helps as well. How far can the team go next year with the recruitments of yourself and Georgie Brisbane and a few other players as well? It must be pretty cool and a good time to be at Freo.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Like all the new girls, we're all I think we've all got a lot of different strengths to bring, and the side already is so amazing, and we've got, like some of the girls who were injured last year coming back in hopefully this year, so it's going to be even better than last year. And I think them getting to finals last year and just missing out makes them even more determined this year.
For sure. Now, I love asking teammate questions, Indi. I want to see how you go here. Obviously, as you've been there long enough, I'm sure you'll know a lot of these type of questions in terms of who you could put in these positions. So, which Freo teammate would Google themselves and watch their own highlights?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Emma O'Driscoll.
I was expecting that. And this may be the same answer for Emma. Who loves the limelight and the attention at Freo? I can't get enough of it.
Oh, I'd say Emma O'Driscoll. She's a very good personality to have in the limelight, I'd say.
For sure, and a damn good player too. Now, who are some teammates at Free that you feel like India kind of flying under the radar a little bit and don't get talked about as much as you reckon they should in the public eyes, at least?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Mm.
I'd say one of the players that I really look up to, who I think is a really good role model for me in particular, is probably Maddie Scanlon. She's
Yes.
in the back line, and she's a really amazing player. I feel like doesn't really get talked about too much.
It's a great answer. That actually legitimately would have been my answer as well for Fremantle play. So good choice there. Now, biggest chatterbox of the club. Who loves to chat? I think I know the answer too.
A chat?
Yeah, he loves to chat.
Oh, Emma O'Driscoll, absolutely. In the best
Yeah,
way possible. She always loves to chat, yeah.
for sure. I mean, a lot of these questions are designed to try and separate it, but it's pretty hard when you got the same person fitting into the same similar types of questions. Now, leadership, Indy, is that ever something you've ever been a part of? I know you've played other sports as well in the past. Is that leadership something you've ever been a part of? Is that something ever you want to get back into in the future?
Yeah, I think I was a big part of netball. Played that let's pretty much most of the years before football, so that was something I
Yeah.
kind of took leadership in, especially last year. I was in a leadership group for my netball team, but I feel like in the football side, I feel like I still have so much to learn, and I'm happy to be kind of a more reserved player, and just, yeah, we've already
Yeah,
got so many great leaders at Freo as well.
for sure. Now, these are questions that are really hard to choose, I suppose, when you've got so many good players in the team. But if you had to choose one player, Indy, who is the best player at Freo?
Oh, of course, I'm going to have to go with Mim Strom.
Mhm. There we go.
I was just calling her the GOAT all of last year.
Now, I forgot to ask this, and I was punching myself when I asked this on video release. Now, I can't remember who the player was, so forgive me. They wrote a song about Mim, I think, or something to do with the All Australian or something like that in that song.
Yeah,
What do you
and
think
yeah,
of that song?
it's pretty funny. Yeah, we had that when Mim won the BNF, we were playing it on the loudspeaker and hoiking her up in the air. So yeah, it was a pretty funny song. Gabby O'Sullivan got AI to write that for her.
That's right. I thought it was Gabby, but I didn't want to take a stab in the dark and get it wrong. But no, that's a pretty good song. Now, like Mim, I always like asking a lot of players teammate quizzes. So how they'll go here, Indy, I'm going to ask you I think it's 5 or 6 teammate questions or quizzes. And how it'll work is I've got 3 clues. So I'll give you 2 clues, then you guess. If you get it wrong, I'll give you 1 more additional clue. And then if you get it wrong, well, then bad luck, I guess. How well do you reckon you know your new teammates?
Oh, don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will. All right, the first one. This player is a defender, and they've played 26 AFLW games to date.
Ooh. Maddie Scanlon?
Boom. Bingo. See, not that hard. That's good. Good job. Didn't even need the second clue. All right, now these are where the clues start to get a bit harder. This player has kicked 2 AFLW goals in their career, and they have played 63 AFLW games so far.
Mim Strom?
Perfect. I've seen if I could get you with that one, but that's okay. Good job. 2 for 2. So it'll be out of 5. So the third one. Okay, this one is probably going to be the second hardest one of the lot, or maybe the hardest. Now, this player did play, obviously before being drafted, at the Swan Districts. These are all Freo players, by the way. So they were at the Swan Districts. They've kicked 7 career goals so far.
Ooh. That's a hard one.
Mm.
I'm not really sure what clubs most of the girls come from.
Mm.
Clue?
Sure. The other clue is they've averaged 13.5 disposals last season.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna need another clue.
All right. Okay. Their jumper number is a single-digit jumper number.
I don't know.
Do you want to try and take a stab at the dark? And I'll give you one more clue if you get it wrong.
Meg Kaufman.
No. All right. The final clue. They are part of a group called Whatability.
I know Dana East works for Whatability, but I don't know if she played for Swans.
Okay. Is that the answer or not?
I'm just gonna go with it because that's the only one I got.
And that is the correct answer. Good job.
Oh,
There you go.
she played for
There you go.
Swans.
You did, yeah. All right. So 3 for 3. This is looking cruisy. All right. So this player has kicked 10 goals in their AFLW career so far, and they are 1 game shy of 50.
Ooh. Maybe Sarah Varia. I think she already had her 50th though.
It's not hers, not Sarah. So the final clue is no context behind this, but Western Bulldogs. But they're currently Freo, so they play for the Bulldogs, in other words.
Gabby Newton.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, 1 game shy of 50 as well. So yeah, 4 for 4. Actually, I'm gonna add a 6th one. So I add that one now. So this one, they used to play for South Freo, and they were drafted in a pick in the 50s in the last couple of seasons.
They still play for.
No, they don't play for South Freo. No, they got drafted by Freo, coming from South Freo within the last 2 seasons. It could be last season. It could be this season just gone. It could be the one before.
It's not this season.
It may be. It may not be.
Do they still play for Freo?
They just joined the list recently. They might be on this call.
Oh.
Yes, you. I'm glad you got it after that clue. Good job. Right, the last one. Now, this is definitely the toughest one of the lot. All right, so whoops, what happened there? They used to play for Williamstown in the VFLW competition, and they've kicked 4 career goals. So they're your 2 clues for this one.
I think he's from Melbourne.
Well, I'll give you another hint. They did play for another AFLW club, and Williamstown was, I can't remember the order of it, but it was either Williamstown, then their first AFLW club, or the other way around, then Freo.
Gabby Barton-Webster.
Yes, perfect. See, Indy, there was no pressure at all. You just got them all and just cruising. Now, I may give a few extra clues at the start, but nonetheless, very good. Good job. Now, obviously, being a key defender, Indy, the defenders don't get a lot of love at AFL and AFLW competition in particular. And obviously, the forwards got the Coleman, the mids got the Brownlow, and even rucks, like Mim, get recognised, and well-deserved too, in Brownlow votes. Do you think the defenders, Indy, deserve their own official title of an award as well?
I guess that would be a cool addition to add something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure what it would be for, but yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason I bring this question up is because, those other positions get an award. And I used to watch a lot of the time Bounce on Fox Footy, the Golden Fist. The late Danny Frawley had a segment called, obviously, Golden Fist. And the award is centered around defenders and their acts on the field and intercept possessions and everything like that. And, it's not an official award. I feel like if the other positions have one, I mean, they might as well add another one.
Yeah, it's
Right.
something to think about.
Now, game day superstitions. Indy, do you have any game day superstitions you must do?
Oh, I don't think I have any.
That's good. Because so many
Right.
people have so many, don't they? And you're probably
Yeah,
going to stuff up if you have so many.
I guess. Well, you have your lucky clothes that you wear, like my lucky sports bra and things like that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's something of a superstition.
Yeah. That technically does count. Now, what are some fun facts about you, Indy, that people may not know about you?
Oh, I really don't like this question. You always get it, and you always never know what to say. Maybe that I'm from Exmouth. I feel like not many people may know that. Or I like to say I can do the Rubik's Cube.
That's fair enough. Now, on the socials at Freo, there was a question, Instagram or TikTok. So this is a similar type of question to that. Favorite app on your phone?
Instagram.
There we go.
Sure.
So I remember in that video you were wanted to be both.
Yes. TikTok or Instagram, was it?
Yes, that's right. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. I think I would pick Instagram because TikTok's not very good for me because I spend too much time on it.
That's fair enough. Now I want to go back to a few teammate questions. So if there was going to be teammates to form a rock band or a music band or whatever type of band you want to call it, which teammates would be on that band and would you be a part of it?
Oh, you'd probably have to go Laura Pugh and Emma O'Driscoll. They had their game day karaoke. So probably them, and probably wouldn't join it, no.
No, fair enough. Yes, the game day for the ladies. I remember that. That was a good one. One that they should definitely keep going with. That was good. Now, if you were stuck on a deserted island with teammates, Indy, who would you be bringing and not bringing, and why?
Ooh. I think I would bring Maddie Scanlon. She seems to know. I remember there was some of the girls were asking how to set up a swag, and she sent in a tutorial video, and she spends a lot of time outdoors, so I feel like she'd have a bit of clue and know what she's doing. And who I wouldn't bring is probably Mim Strom. Would end up fighting about something.
Damn, fair enough. Let me throw me off with that one. Now, if some teammates were to appear on a reality TV show, who would appear on that TV show, and what would the show be?
Ooh, probably Maddie Scanlon again. I think she's pretty confident and out there when it comes to things like that. And what TV show? Probably be what is the TV shows there? Probably some comedy show. I'm not sure.
That's fair enough. Now, again, on the socials one, there was a question about Married at First Sight or Survivor, and you chose Survivor. Was there any particular reason you chose Survivor, just because you like a challenge, or you just didn't want to choose the other one, so you just chose that option?
Yeah, I just didn't want to choose Married at First Sight. I think having the cameras on me 24/7 would be a bit invasive for me.
Yeah, and they might edit the footage out, and they just make it look dramatic and everything like that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely do stuff like that. Now, mark or goal of the year, Indy, which one would you rather pull off and why? No matter how unrealistic you may think it will be, which one would you rather do?
Mark of the year.
Any particular reason?
I just think they're a bit more of a spectacle and they're a bit cooler to look at if you do something special.
It's true. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, can you? Because, you get a great good highlights package to watch back. And I choose a goal, but you can't go wrong with either of them. And I feel like with a goal, you get a bit more time than a mark to carry on and have all the spotlight on yourself.
True.
With a mark, no matter where you mark it, whether it's in the back line or even a shot at goal, you've got to hurry up and play on within 10 seconds or so. So it's like you don't get your moment as much.
Yeah, very true.
Now, in front of the goals, also being a key defender, goals probably isn't something that comes along so often than you would hope. Being a key defender, that goes for anybody. What would be the best goal you would love to ever kick? Adding the distance, the angle, the moment, the occasion. How would you love to get a good goal?
I'd probably want like a set shot, probably on a bit of an angle would be pretty special, but I need to definitely practice my goal kicking before that happens. So that's something that I'm going to work on too.
That's good. Now, hot topic food questions. I love asking all these controversial food questions, Indy. I don't know what it is with some people. They get so worked up very easily, don't they? Over some controversial food topics. Now, you're from Perth, so I hope this first question is answered how every other Perth person has ever answered this. So there's going to be 6 questions. The lowest score anyone's ever gotten is equal. A lot of people got 3. No one's ever got 2 or 1 or none. And there's a fake honest board here. Over 150 people have answered these questions, so you wouldn't want to be the first one to get under 3. But well, there you go. The first one, chicken palmy. Is it a palmy or is it something else?
Chicken palmy.
Thank you.
Definitely thought this question would come up.
Yeah. I being from Victoria, I hate people that say anything other than that. And but no one from Perth says anything else other than palmy. So you know what you're talking about. So that's good. Good start. Right. The second one, pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, 1 for 2, but that's okay. At least you got 1 so far. Tomato sauce, cupboard or fridge?
Cupboard.
Good answer. 2 for 3. Favorite food?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Love that answer. That's definitely going to correct one. 3 for 4. Food you don't like?
Cucumber. I feel like it's just pointless.
Yeah, you know what? I've had it, but I've started going off it. Like if it's there, whatever. But I'm certainly not choosing it now. It's plain as well.
Just has no taste, I think.
No, it's got nothing. It's just bland. Whatever word you want to use is plain as hell. So it's 4 for 5. The last one. Favorite takeaway / restaurant place?
Ciao Italia.
You got a go-to order there?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Good. So 5 out of 6. See, never in doubt. That's a good score. Good job. Right. Most prized possessions that you own, India. What would you say some of your most cherished possessions that you own?
My phone.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm. My credit card.
Yeah, you need money too, yeah.
My passport. And my
so what was that?
My passport. And my car keys.
Very smart. Need phone to communicate. You need money to buy anything. And you need everything else that you just said for obvious reasons if you want to travel and everything like that. See, very smart. So a lot of people just say something completely random, but I think you've thought this out smartly here. Get all the essentials that you truly need. And to be honest with the phone, anyone around our age is around the same that don't mention their phone as an item they need, I think they're just lying straight to my face.
For sure.
Yeah, clearly need it. And I can't recall anyone our ages not using a phone or not needing one. I think they'd be lying. Anyway, speaking of TV shows before, favorite TV shows or movies that you have?
Oh, I think Friends is always a go-to just to put on in the background. Watched every episode of that. And favorite movie, if I need a laugh, I'll always put on Horrible Bosses 1 or 2.
Okay. Now, if you're in charge of the AFLW competition, Indy, you're the CEO for the day. Is there any rules that you would love to add or remove in the competition so far?
Ooh. In the AFLW competition?
Yeah. Could be
Honestly,
something to do with the fixture.
yeah, probably more games, yeah. I think for the
Mm.
amount of time, the amount of months we train in the lead up to only
Mm,
have like 10 games is definitely should make it a bit longer. And
for
versus
sure. I
every
mean,
team, because we don't even
yes,
get to versus every team in that, so that would be cool.
for sure. And that would eliminate, wouldn't it, the talk about that their fixture's easier, or everything like that, or that's not fair and everything like that. I mean, it would shut up that argument really quick.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there's no excuses from then on. Now, I really appreciate you coming on, Indy. So I got one more question for you. Now, I love asking a big, bold call, Indy. What is your big, bold call for Freo? It can be about yourself. It can be about Freo for season 2025.
Ooh, that's a big question.
End of a bang.
Oh, I think that we're a very strong, united team, and I think that it's going to be a good season.
Nice and
About
simple,
to
just the way.
too much, but yeah.
Sure. Indy, it's been a pleasure having you on. Hopefully, when the season eventually starts, we can see the games going off for the Dockers, and hopefully you're in that side early. And it's been a pleasure having you on, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed
No
it.
worries, Indy. Same here. Thank you.